Hi and welcome or welcome back to Cozy Book Dragon. Today we're doing something a little bit book related rather than books themselves, and that is hot chocolate, because what goes better than books with hot chocolate? I love hot chocolate. I've said hot chocolate a lot already, but yeah, it's like out of all the hot drinks, that's my drink of choice. And I love Hotel Chocolat as well. If you haven't tried their chocolates, you're in for a treat. But the Velvetizer is their hot chocolate machine. I've had my eye on it for a while. A friend of mine, Dean, and his fiance, who do My Tiny Estate, I'll link them down below. They got one a couple of years ago, I think it was. And it's kind of been on my radar since then. But Hotel Chocolat just launched their new version of the Velvetizer and sent me an email saying, you know, it's coming out. And I mentioned it to Mom and she said, I'll get you one for a present. So yeah, this is not sponsored or anything. This is a nice gift from my mom, technically for Christmas, but we're going to open it now. But thanks, Mom. She's sitting over there.
You're welcome.
So yeah, I'm really excited to get into this, and let's get into it. This is the giant box that it came in. It comes with like boxes of hot chocolate and things as well, so it's all in one giant box. I was going to do this on the dining table because that would have made more sense. But the lighting over there is terrible, and the frame of the shot was not very aesthetic. So I'm back over here with tiny table, and we'll just see how it goes. Okay, we're in. Ooh. Well, that's pretty cool. They put, no pun intended, they put some ice packs in there because yeah, it's the summer here, so it's pretty hot, and they did actually ship it after a holiday weekend, which was very nice, that they planned that ahead, and even put on there don't leave in the sun, so the delivery people would put it in the shade on the front door instead. But yeah, that's really nice. I can't tilt this camera very easily to show what's in the box, but I'll take a picture and then I can put that picture up for you guys to see exactly how it came. One of these boxes of chocolates I actually purchased in addition to the Velvetizer, but we'll go through that as it comes. So it's hefty. There's the machine in the box, and I got the colour Pebble. They actually come in 3 different colours. There's this one, and then a white one, and a sort of silvery stainless steel look. They all look really nice, but I'll show you this in a second. The reason I chose this was not just the colour itself, but because the handle of it. Oh, how to get things out of here. This is the base, I think. Yeah, so I guess this is the base with the element on it, heating element. And now the good thing about this, and I don't know if the original version did it, is it does hot and cold chocolate, and I'm very intrigued about that because while I love hot chocolate, the idea of a nice cold chocolate is very, very nice. It sounds very nice. This is packed so nicely. Again, thanks, Mom.
You're very welcome. I'm not going to say Merry Christmas yet.
No. We're actually going to pack this all back up again because it's got to go back away for Christmas. But it can be out to just check everything's okay. So here is the Velvetizer itself. Is that focusing? I think so. And yeah, I got the colour Pebble. And one of the main reasons I got it was not just because I like this colour, but I really like the wood on the handle. If that's focusing, it's just such a really nice colour, and it feels very nice. It's very soft wood. So the lid, running out of surfaces to put things on. Sure would be nice to have a dining table to put these on. And then the little spinny doodad, which must be magnetic, I guess. Oh yeah, magnetic. That like snapped itself into there. And that just goes in the bottom. And then I guess that spins around. Well, I'm not going to spin it because I don't want to break it, but it spins around and does its thing. And I think the little flower thing is supposed to be... what velvetizes it, I guess. So yeah, it's okay. Maybe a tiny scratch, but that's my own fault. The lid goes on there, and then that goes on this. I don't need to show you guys how heating things go together. I'm pretty sure everybody's seen a kettle. And yet I'm showing you anyway. Then what else comes with it? In addition to the velvetizer, you get this nice little box, which has pod cups and pod glass, or pod cup and pod glass. I thought it was 2 of each, but I guess it's 1 of each. Oh, that's quite nice. We're not becoming an ASMR channel, don't worry. But it's a really nice ceramic cup. No handle. But it does have a nice feel to it. I prefer a bigger mug with hot chocolate, so I don't know how much I'll use this, but I think it's really nice that they include it, and it's a very nice style. Everything's packaged really well. I have no idea if I'm going to actually get this back in the box or not. Ah, yes. Same but glass. Very pretty. Slightly different sizes. The glass is a little taller by, I don't know, 1.5 centimeters, 2 centimeters. Okay, so I got the Velvetizer starter kit, so it's not just, what are words? It not only comes with the Velvetizer and the cup and the glass, but also with 4 boxes of chocolate, and then I added a 5th box in. I'm going to try and remember which ones come with it and which one I added, but I think these are the ones that came with it. We've got the orange drinking chocolate, which I believe is a hot chocolate one. Oh, serve hot or chilled, well that's nice. 10 servings in the box. And mint cold drinking chocolate. So yeah, this one's just for cold, but again 10 servings in there. I'm not a huge mint chocolate person. Sometimes it's nice, so I'm sure I'll get through these, but it depends on the mint. Depends if it's like peppermint or a spearmint or what kind of mint, so I'll see when I test these out. And then also salted caramel drinking chocolate, which says, doesn't say if it's hot or cold, but it shows both on the front, so maybe that's the key. If it shows the cup and the glass, then it's for both hot and cold. Oh yeah, hot and chilled, so this can do both. And this sounds really nice, salted caramel. I do love caramel. That's like one of my favorite flavors with chocolate. Hazelnut is my top flavor. And then also, if I can get it out of the box, classic drinking chocolate, which is 70% chocolate, and this again is hot and cold. So that's nice that they show on the box what it can do. And then the box that I bought as well was mandarin orange chocolate, which that box got a bit bashed. But again, one of my favourite flavours with chocolate is orange. I love chocolate orange. This I think can only be hot. It says turn the dial to the left, which I assume is hot. No, left is cold. So maybe it's cold. Oh yeah, it says on the front of the box. Right there, cold drinking chocolate. So yeah, I got the cold one because I think in my head I thought that the one that came with it, the mandarin one, was, sorry, this is the mandarin one. The orange drinking chocolate, I thought that was just hot, but it looks like it's both. So yeah, I got that one and then the mandarin and orange. So I'm really excited to see the difference between the two. Okay, well that was what's in the box. I'm just going to go and set it up and we'll test it out. Okay, so to test it out, I read the instructions and it says to clean it first. And you put cold water in there and a drop of dish soap, cold water to the max fill line, which I think was around here. One drop of dish soap, and then turn the dial to the right. Yeah, turn the dial right. So that's to the hot. Okay, so we turn it to the right and press. Hopefully you guys can hear that. It's just making a whir. It's very quiet though, that's good. And then let it do its thing until the light finishes glowing, and then we just rinse it out. And I've washed the cup and the glass and noticed something that I didn't see beforehand, that the lines on there are not equidistant apart. They get wider and wider and wider and then all narrow again, which I guess is sort of like waves. because it's doing some kind of wavy velvetizing. I don't know, but I thought that was a nice design detail. We'll just let that do its thing for a moment and I'll come back in a second. Okay, everything's clean. I actually did a little video on my phone just to show how frothy it got in there of the cleaning. I'm putting that up on now, I think, but yeah, very cool. So it says to use any kind of milk. I'm going to use oat milk. I usually use unsweetened, but for some reason they're just out of stock all the time at the moment, so I've got the original kind. Hopefully that's not going to change the flavour profile of the chocolate too much. And then it says, choose your drinking chocolate and pour the contents evenly into the velvetizer. I don't know what evenly means, but I'm going to try both of the orange ones. I'll do the cold one first, I guess, and then the hot one afterwards. And we can compare not just the cold and the hot, but also the taste between the two orange chocolates. If I can get in. I love this vibrant colour. Wow. And I've got all the single serve sachets. Feels powdery. I don't know if you can see through there. It's like it's quite full. Oh yeah, very powdery. Okay, sorry about that. You guys won't know there was a break there, but my SD card was full. I promise I've done this before making videos, but it doesn't seem like it today. So yeah, we're going to sprinkle the chocolate in evenly. I don't know if I was supposed to break up those clumps. It didn't say so. I assume they'll get velvetized with the rest. So switch to cold. Oh, blue light. Okay, I think that's done. So I think that took about a minute. Also, it does say in the instructions, just have a look, that you are supposed to shake the packet before you pour it in. So I don't know how I'm misreading that, because I did read it, but then I just didn't take it in, I guess. Get my handy second camera. It looks very nice, very smooth, even with the clumps I didn't get out. And it says to pour into a pod glass, which is this. But there isn't a pour spout, so hopefully it pours nicely. Oh, it does. That's quite a nice pour. Okay. See, without a spout, you're going to end up with bits going everywhere. That would be my number one minus point, that there's no spout. Okay, I just rinsed it out, because if I was making multiple drinks for people, that's what I'd do. I wouldn't wash it in between each one. I'd just rinse it, and it came out pretty clean just from rinsing, so that's a bonus. Let's make a hot one with the orange drinking chocolate. And this time I'll actually shake it. I do promise we're not becoming an ASMR channel. Okay, more oat milk is in there, and let's add the chocolate. Oh, this one is less powdery. This is kind of flaky, flakes of chocolate. Interesting. Evenly. This smells amazing. The other one did as well, but this smells like what I think of when I think chocolate orange. It smells really good. Here's what it looks like inside. Lid on. Turn it to red. Press the button. This is noisier. I'm going to guess because of the texture of the chocolate. Okay, that's finished. Okay, well that took about 2.5 minutes, I think. So let's see. I'm not seeing steam coming out the top, but that's actually okay, because I don't like boiling hot chocolate. I just want nice hot chocolate, lukewarm. Let's get the handy camera. And it looks really smooth in there. Less residue on the sides than the cold one. So then let's pour this one into the pod cup. It looks smooth. I can't see any residue or bits. Definitely looks blended well. That's good. But again, I wish there was a lip or something. Maybe a little residue in the bottom, but I think it's because it got heated, maybe. We'll see how that cleans afterwards. But that I may not do in this video. I'll put it in a description whether it cleaned okay or not, because this has been taking quite a while. Okay, so we can go and taste test them now. This cup, just to say, this is already quite warm. I don't think I'd want to hold that for very long because it is quite hot. So it's a strange design that they don't have a handle. I understand, you know, aesthetically it's very pleasing. That noise was not very pleasing, I apologise. But yeah, it's not the best to hold, so that would be good to have a handle, but then it wouldn't be as aesthetic. Okay, let's give these a try. First, the cold, which was the mandarin and orange, I think. Smells like orange hot chocolate. Tastes really nice. It's very smooth. I would say it's just orange hot chocolate. I mean, sorry, not hot, it's cold. Orange chocolate. I don't know if I could tell you specifically there was mandarin in there. There's definitely orange, obviously, and mandarins are in orange. It's nice. It's not as sweet as I expected from the sweetness of the milk, because I thought maybe the chocolate would have sweetness as well, but I don't think it has that much. So maybe the milk has helped balance it out a little bit. It has a slight cocoa bitterness to it, which I personally like. It's not bitter itself, there's just like that little hint of it being a good chocolate. Yeah, I like that. That's very nice. Let's try the hot one. Now I'm gonna have to do this quickly because this pod cup, whatever they call it, pod cup I think, is not very well insulated. So everything right now is hot. The whole cup is hot because there's no handle. So I'm not sure who designed this or why they designed it that way. Do people who drink hot chocolate normally have hands that don't feel temperature? I drink a lot of hot chocolate and I feel temperature. But yeah, this is, I mean, this is hot. Very creamy, very smooth. Not as much orange as I was expecting because it smells really strongly of it. Actually, let me get a drink of water and I'll cleanse my palate and double check that it's not just because I had the other orange one first. Okay, let's try that again. No, it just doesn't taste very much of orange. And it smells less like orange than it did in the packet, but it tastes really nice. Definitely lovely chocolate, but yeah, I'm missing the orange as much as I thought I'd get a big hit from that, from the smell. It was very strong, but not so much now. This cup is also somewhat cooling down from me holding it, but it's still, you know, warm. I don't know, the orange just seems to have poofed from that one. Strange. I would have liked a lot more of an orange flavour in it, but I do still like the chocolate itself. And you've got less of the cocoa bitterness in that one. I think that one was slightly more sweeter. Maybe it's because it's a hot chocolate. I don't know if that makes a difference in the flavour profiles. Well, my battery died again, so I guess I need a new battery because this is not holding charge. So I'll be really quick with this outro. Overall, I think this is really cool. I really like having a very quick and easy way to make a nice hot chocolate. Not the hot chocolate's difficult in the first place. The range of flavours that they have on the Hotel Chocolat website is immense. They've got a lot of different flavours. The smoothness of it is nice. I love their quality of chocolate. If you haven't had Hotel Chocolat before, I definitely recommend them in general because the quality of the chocolate is really good. I've been a fan for a very long time. There's a few things that I've pointed out along the way that I think I wish were a bit different. But I also get aesthetically why they've done things the way they have. And I wish there was more orange in orange hot chocolate, but I really still enjoyed it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know if I'm going to do more hot chocolate videos, but maybe. But yeah, overall I think this is good. I'm going to use it a lot. I'm excited to try all the other flavours and definitely the ones on the website as well. Let me know if you love hot chocolate or what your favourite cozy drink is. Let me know down below. And if you want to see more videos like this of unboxing book related things, like, you know, hot chocolate goes with it, let me know. My battery's flashing at me again, so I'm going to go really quickly. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!